This is Kajal. Welcomes you to my YouTube channel Kajal's Maths. So guys, in this course we will be learning about set relations and functions.
This is part 2 of our foundation course. In first part, we have studied the sequences and series in detail. In this course, we are going to study about sets, relations and functions in detail. So stay tuned and keep watching. Well, this course is brought to you by me, Kajal Lohade. Okay, so this is lesson number 3 of our course. In this, we are dealing with intervals. Okay, so you are going to learn about intervals in this lesson. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Kajal Lohade. I am maths professional. I have master's degree in mathematics and professional experience of teaching maths. If you want to know more about me, have a look on this. Okay, so in intervals, there are 4 types of intervals that we are going to learn in this lesson one by one. So first kind of interval is open interval. Okay, second one is closed interval, third semi-closed interval, and last semi-open intervals. So you will going to learn all these intervals one by one in this course. So let's start with open interval first. Open interval, let's define. Let AB belongs to R and A is less than B, then the set X such that X belongs to R and A is less than X, X is less than B, means X belong between A and B, is called open interval and it is denoted by round brackets A comma B. Inside the round bracket you have to write A comma B. So guys, what is open interval A comma B? It is, you have to denote it like this, and it is the set of all X such that X will belongs to set R. What is R? It is the set of real number, and the condition here is A should be less than X and X should be less than B. And here one more thing is given that, and A should be less than B. A is strictly less than B. So value of A is also less than B. A, B and X all belongs to set of real numbers and X is between A and B. Okay, then we say that this is open interval A comma B. All the numbers between A and B belong to the open interval A comma B, but A, B themselves do not belong to this interval. This is very important point. You need to remember guys that all the numbers between A and B, you can see on this number line. So all the elements between A and B belong to this interval, but the numbers A and B, they are not belong to this interval. You can see here on number line. Now let's see second interval. Let AB belongs to R and A is less than B. Same condition. X belongs to R. A is less than or equals to X and X is less than or equals to B. Is called closed interval and it is denoted by square bracket A comma B. All the numbers between A and B belong to the closed interval A comma B. Also A and B belong to this interval. Okay. So the difference between open interval and closed interval is that in open interval you cannot take A and B in that interval. But in closed interval you have to include A and B to this interval. Okay. So the closed interval is the set of X such that X belongs to R and A and B also belongs to R. And the most important thing, you need to remember these conditions while describing intervals. Here A is less than or equal to X, okay, and X is less than or equals to B. In open interval, here strictly less than sign is there. Okay, this is for open interval. But for closed interval, the difference is you can take less than or equal to, means X can be equals to A also and X can be equals to B or less than B, means you have to include A and B in this interval. Then this is closed interval. You can see here, this is our closed interval A comma B, where value of X is from A to B. All the values between A and B including A and B. Okay, and for closed interval we use square brackets A comma B. So this is the representation of closed interval by using set, and this is on number line. I hope you got this. The very important thing you need to remember is this condition. For open interval, only strictly less than symbol is there. For closed interval, you have to use less than or equals to. Okay. And one more difference, for open interval, you have to use round brackets. Okay. And for closed interval, you have to use curly square bracket. Okay. So this is the difference. Third type of interval is semi-closed interval. Okay, guys. So what is semi-closed interval? By the name you can got the idea, but let's see. The set of all a comma b such that x belongs to r, set of all x such that x belongs to r, and the property is a is less than or equals to x and x is less than b. Okay, guys. So here the important condition you need to remember is a is less than or equals to x, but x is strictly less than b. Means in this interval you can include a also, means x can be equals to a, less than or equal to, but x cannot equals to b. Here x will not equals to b, but x can be equals to a or less than a. Then such kind of interval we call semi-closed interval, and we denote it by, for a close bracket, a comma b round bracket, square bracket, a comma b round bracket. This is closed interval because here a we are including, so if we include a then we take square bracket. Okay, and b is not present, so we are taking here round bracket. So this is semi-closed interval. You need to remember, for semi-closed interval, first bracket is square bracket and closing bracket is round bracket. This is very important thing. It means semi-closed, half closed. Okay. So here a belongs to interval a comma b, but b does not belongs to interval a comma b. So this interval will be like this. Okay, from a to b, but b cannot include. So this is semi-closed interval. This is very important condition to remember. Now the last one is semi-open interval. Opposite of that, the set of a comma b, semi-open interval. You can see here, for semi-open interval, first bracket is round bracket and second closing bracket is square bracket. So this is semi-open. Guys, you know we take a round bracket for open intervals and square bracket for closed interval. So how will you remember? If the first bracket is of open bracket, then this is semi-open, and if first bracket is closed bracket, then this is semi-closed interval. Okay, in this way you can learn and stop confusing between semi-closed and semi-open. So for semi-open interval, the condition is the set of x such that x belongs to r, a is less than x and x is less than or equals to b. Here you can see that a is strictly less than x, means value of x will never be equals to a. It is strictly less than a is strictly less than x and x can be less than or equals to b. So here the numbers will be like this. You can include b also, but you have to exclude a. So in this interval a will not be included, but you can include b. This is semi-open interval. Excludes a but includes b. So
thanks for watching. Stay tuned